Thank you for staying tuned. I'm Colwyn Abrams with the Hgp Sportscast. The Guyana Football Federation on Thursday officially introduced to the public the newly appointed head coach of the male national football team, the Golden Jaguars, Michael Johnson. Johnson is on his first official visit to Guyana to meet with the executive and other key stakeholders of the football fraternity. President of the GFF, Wayne Ford, officially welcomed the coach to Guyana and the Golden Jaguars. He said, "This is the Federation's way of professionalizing the nation's men's team and pushing the game in Guyana." Johnson's appointment culminates an extensive selection process that attracted applications from over 200 applicants from around the world.
And I'm very pleased to inform you that we have appointed the person that we believe is best suited for the role and for the difficult, and I should say for the challenge that is ahead of us over the next couple of months and years. Coach Mike brings with him a wealth of experience on the field and off the field, and there is a level of synergy that we were seeking out when we went ahead and make the appointment.
Johnson's appointment will not see him only working with the senior national squad, but also the youth teams, since he reportedly has a passion for youth development in the sport. GFF Technical Director Eon Greenwood said Johnson's background in the region and internationally has made him the ideal candidate. With the crop of players currently in Guyana, Johnson will play a big role in youth football and also coach development and education.
His background in youth development as well will allow him to be the missing link at the moment between the academy training centres and the senior team. We feel that his background and his ability will be able to have a clear link of the players that we're producing locally in Guyana to come and be at the level of the senior team.
The senior national team has displayed amazing potential, as was noticeable in their previous engagements on the international scene. Johnson's appointment is expected to help the team recognize that potential and work to restore Guyana as a football powerhouse. Speaking to the media for the first time about his appointment, the newly appointed coach thanked the GFF, stating that this means a lot to him and that he will work tirelessly to restore the Guyana team to its former glory.
It's such an exciting project, and what I will bring will be my expertise, will be my professionalism. I will also be able to engage with the club Derby County, what playing the championship football, in numerous ways. The technology side of the game will be something that will be very interesting for me to really engage with Guyana. But also the sports science, the exchange of players, of coach, education. So there's a bigger picture here than just what happens on a first team match. But make no bones about it, I understand that's where I'm going to be judged. So it's an exciting time, it's one that I'm really, really looking forward to, and it's one that I believe it'll be an interesting journey.
Johnson's first competitive game in charge will be a home fixture against Barbados in the CONCACAF Nations League qualifiers on September 8, as Guyana seeks to reach its first ever CONCACAF Gold Cup tournament in 2019. For the Hgp Sports, Colwyn Abrams. The GFF president and the technical director visited the new training facility currently being constructed at Providence on the east bank of Demerara, where President Ford gave an update on the progress of the facility.
Well, we've been severely affected by the weather. We were just about to lay the turf when the weather came. Of course, we have no control over that. That's nature doing its thing. We're thankful that, in Guyana we do get some rain. There are many parts of the country, of the world, where that is badly needed. But the projection that we have from the contractors that once the weather really breaks, and I mean we go into the dry spell, they will need just 4 weeks to have the turf completed.
That was President of the GFF, Wayne Ford, giving an update exclusively to Hgp Sports at the training facility being constructed at Providence on the east bank of Demerara.
In the past, you said that there may be some infrastructural changes as you go along. Have you had any of those changes?
Well, we've made quite a number of changes to the original design. We're just waiting to get the feedback from the engineering outfits that we're talking to about how to really fit things, because the new design emphasis on this facility is a training facility. It's designed to be a training facility, but at the same time, it must look and feel like a functioning mini stadium.
The venue will not only be used for training, but will also host all international engagements with the national squads.
This will be the venue for all of our international games and league matches. A lot of activities will be conducted at the venue. There are going to be at least 2 mini pitches as well. So, you know, the final design is going to be unveiled in maybe another 6 weeks, I think. But it's going to be a source of revenue as well, because we have to be able to sustain the place.
Michael Johnson, the Golden Jaguars' new head coach, said he thinks this new facility is amazing.
I think it's a stunning facility. I can already see how it's going to look in the next year or so. It really is an opportunity to have something that we own, and somewhere that we can develop youngsters, not just on the field but also in analytical situations that show themselves upon this training field. So it's a great opportunity all round to really put a mantra down that we are serious here.
Johnson said he hopes to introduce some of the latest technology to analyze each player to achieve the best results for the team.
Well, just speaking to Ian, the technical director, and just saying, for me right now, it's an opportunity to put some of the latest technologies in here, so that when the trainers, when we do finish training, we can actually use the data which we've actually recorded into a room where we can get instant feedback to the players. And I think that's where you see some real significant growth. It's not just now my eyes and the subjectiveness. No, this is actually what's happened. You need to be here and we can show you what it looked like. And I think the opportunity to really put that there and make some significant growth in that area is an interesting one.
Works at the facility have been halted because of the weather patterns in Guyana. However, GFF president assures that when this returns to normal, works will continue within the next few weeks. From the training center in Providence, Colwyn Abrams.
Maltinos to reintroduce the Cricket Academy during the summer school vacation. Stanford Howard brings the details.
Maltino Sports Club inaugurated the first ever cricket academy in the West Indies. The Maltinos Cricket Academy, which spanned the duration of July to August school vacation, with accommodation provided for out-of-town players. This year's academy is scheduled for 2 weeks from July 23rd, and the Maltino Sports Club president, Winston Semple, acknowledged the importance of the academy. He said, "It's going to be a lot of hard work, with short periods for planning, but it is important for developing young boys and girls both and off the field." He added that funding the program is the most challenging aspect, and the club is currently seeking sponsorship to fund different areas of the academy. The academy produced test players, Ramesh Sarwan, Ryan Ramdas, Narsingh Dinarang, along with the former U.S. captain, Stephen Massey, who played 2 ODIs for the U.S., while Azam Hanif and Ricardo Mohammed played first-class cricket. Other beneficiaries of the academy's work include Karen Ganesh, Sadi Deirapal, Ravi Sarwan, Bakan Balram, Colin Murray, Karen Ganesh, and Vishal Arjun all played national youth cricket. Registration forms can be obtained from the Maltinos Club or call 225-6509 for more information. For the Hgp Sport, I am Stanford Howard.
The National Sports Commission will be sponsoring the annual swim meet for persons with disabilities attending special schools. The competition will be held at the Colgrane Swimming Pool on Friday, June 8, 2018, commencing at 9:30 hours. 8 categories include 15 years and under, 16 years and over, and open male and female. Events include freestyle and backstroke. Persons who cannot swim will be competing in open aquatic walk and flotation events. Persons with intellectual disabilities, physical challenged, and deaf swimmers will be showing off their abilities in their respective events. The public is invited to attend and admission is free. And finally, Shane Dowdge's second Test century puts West Indies in control on day 2 of the opening Test series, a Sri Lanka tour of West Indies. Stanford has more.
Skipper Jason Holder won the toss and elected to bat in the opening Test match in Trinidad against Sri Lanka. The Sri Lankan bowler had the upper hand in the morning session of day 1, when Craig Brathwaite was caught in the 3rd over of the innings and Devon Smith in the 12th over, as West Indies at that stage were on 40. Windies then pulled things back as Karen Powell and Shea Hope staged a 40-runs third-wicket partnership. After Powell departed for 38 in the 23rd over, Shea Hope then continued with Royston Chase to produce a fourth-wicket partnership of 54 runs. Shane Dorridge and skipper Jason Holder in the afternoon session continued to pedal the Windies on as they amassed a 90-run six-wicket partnership. But the skipper fell in the closing overs of play for 40 as the West Indies closed the day on 246 for 6. The match was hampered by the rain at the start of the second day, but Windies wicketkeeper Shane Dorridge and Guyanese Devendra Bishu's spinner kept up the pace before Bishu departed for 40 after producing a partnership of 102 runs. The Windies declared on 414 for 8 and secured a wicket in the first over for Sri Lankan innings when Kulsal Pierre was caught off the bowling of Kemar Roach for duck. Kulsal Mendes was caught by Holder, bowled by Gabriel for 4 in the fourth over, taking the visitors to 16 for 2. Skipper Holder picked up Angelo Matthews for 11 as the Sri Lankan ended the second day on 31 for 3 and still trailing by 383 runs heading in to the third day. For the Hgp Sport, I am Stanford Howard.
Thank you, Stanford, and that has brought us to the end of this edition of the Hgp Sportscast. Remember, if your dream is big enough, the facts don't matter. Goodbye.